Welcome to this, your daily 180 Bible study. Thank you so much for being with us today. We're talking about authentic religion. Are you part of authentic religion? One of the characteristics of authentic religion is that it recognizes that we must do what God says. And furthermore, if we don't do what He says, we don't know Him and we don't love Him. How could you say that, Bill? First of all, Christianity is not about doing. Oh, really? Really? You're going to have to deal with some verses that say just the opposite. I want you to think about 1 John 2, verse 3 and 4. Now, by this we do know that we know Him if we keep His commandments. Now, did you get that? If we don't keep His commandments, and notice this condition, if we keep His commandments. That also implies the negative. If we don't know Him. I don't know about that, Bill. Well, verse 4 makes it very explicit. Look at what verse 4 says. He who says, I know Him and does not keep His commandments is a liar, and the truth is not in him. God expects us to do what He tells us to do. As a matter of fact, yesterday I shared with you John chapter 14, verse 15. Jesus said, if you love me, keep my commandments. I want you to listen to Matthew chapter 7, beginning at verse number 21, the very words of Jesus. He says, not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom of heaven. Well, who in the world can go into the kingdom of heaven then, Lord? But he who does the will of my Father in heaven. Do you see? There's something we must do. We must do the will of the Father. Verse number 22. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in your name, cast out demons in your name, and done many wonders in your name? They were doing all the things they thought was right. Verse 23, and I will declare to them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you who practice lawlessness. You see, there is something for us to do. And there are many people that say there's absolutely nothing for you to do to be saved. Is grace plus nothing? Grace minus nothing? Just the grace of God. Well, that's just not true, folks. You're going to have to square that with Scripture. How about Hebrews chapter 5 and verse number 9? And having been perfected, He became the author of eternal salvation. To who? To who? The author of eternal salvation to all who obey Him. You see, if you really know God and you really love God, you're going to obey Him. You're going to do what He says. Join us again tomorrow for your Daily 180.